Okay, as you can see on the screen, this is another question on mechanical drawing, and we want to solve this problem. But before we go into the solution, let's look at the question, the instruction and the question as we have here. We have that the figure on page 6 shows the part of a lathe machine tool post. To assemble the parts, the T-bolt slides into the slot of the slider. The tool post is held in position central to the slider by the T-bolt. The assembly is secured by the nuts and the washers with the two set screws in position. Draw full size in first angle projection the question A, sectional front elevation in the assembly on cutting plane PP, end elevation of the assembly to the right of views 5A above. Question C, plan of the assembly. Then here we have that hidden details are not required. So let's look at the diagram to know what we want to do. Alright, so what we have here, we have some parts that we want to put together. This thing that you see here, this is the front elevation of the base of the tool post. This is the front elevation of the base of the tool post. This is the tool post that we are to place on this thing. This is the front elevation of the tool post where the tool is placed. So we are to place this thing on this. So this is the front elevation of the base of the tool post. Then this is the plan of the base of the tool post. So the tool post itself, this is the front elevation for it, this is the end elevation for the tool post, this is the plan for the tool post, and then this is the end elevation of the base of the tool post, or they call it slider. So this is the slider, which is the base of the tool post. So this is the tool post itself, the front elevation, the plan, and the end elevation. So we are to place the tool post on the slider, and then this is the T-slot T-bolt. This is the T-bolt that we are to put here so that it will be moving. As it's moving up and down, the tool is also moving up and down. Then we are to use this set screw. We are to put this set screw here so that when we put the tool here, we can lock it down with the use of the set screw. So that is what we want to do here. And also this nut, we have to put it on this T-bolt. So I'm not going to hide anything from you. This video is going to be divided into 3 parts. So we are going to work on the first question, question A, which is for part 1. Part 2 will be on question B, and part 3 will be on question C. That's how we are going to do it, as I did for the previous one. So I believe with what I've said here, you actually grab. So I'll be showing you how I'm going to do it. So the first thing we are going to do is to draw this slider. That's the first thing we are going to do. So we have to draw it. We are drawing the sectional view. Where is the sectional? This is the sectional plane. This is sectional plane. That is plane PP. So when we cut it, this is what we are going to see. We are going to draw this, because when we cut it down like this, we are going to see this, and then we are going to see this. This is what we want to do. We want to produce this, we want to produce this, and then we look at the solid part where we are going to put the arching lines. So, but we are not going to arch the bolt as I've explained under the sectional views video that are uploaded. We don't cut the bolt, so we'll leave it unhashed. Likewise, this set screw will be left unhashed. You will see how I'm going to do it. Just look at it very well. Okay, let's start. The first thing I'm going to do here is to produce this thing, to produce this slider. So we draw a horizontal line, and then we draw a vertical line like this. Then the next thing I'm going to do is the distance from here to here is 80 millimeters, which is equal to distance from here to here, 80 millimeters. So we take a measurement of 80 millimeters. Take a measurement of 80 millimeters. So this is 80. Then I'm going to produce a vertical line like this. Now, after this, so this measurement we are going to take them at once. So the total from here to here is 35. So this is 10. From here to here is 10. This hidden detail that you see here, this shoulder shades line, they are for this part. They are for this part and this point and this point. So when you are looking at it from in this direction, when you are looking at the front view, this part will be hidden from you. This is the end view or the side elevation. They are looking at it in this direction. So this is what we are going to have. But when you are looking at it in this direction, this is what we are going to get as the front elevation. So we are producing this now. So from here to here is 10. Then from here to here is 10. From here to here is 10. That means what we have here from here to here is 5. So I will take a measurement of 10 millimeters down. Total is 35. Total is 35. I will take 10 down, and I will take another 10 down here. Then I will draw horizontal lines. Okay, and here also horizontal line. Draw horizontal line here, and also here I will draw horizontal line. Just follow me. It's what you can do. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do here is to get this shape. I need to get this shape. Now let's look at it. From here to here is 22, from here to here is 16. So we'll come back to this later. So let's get the distance from here to here, 22, from here to here 16. So I will come to this point from here. So take a measurement of 22. So this is 22. Then I will take 16 millimeters. So this is 16 millimeters. So I'm going to draw a vertical line down to this point. Then I will draw a vertical line down to this point. This is it. Okay, so I will leave that. So the next is I want to get this shape here. The total from here to here is 24. From here to here is 24. As we have here, so this is the first 10, second 10. So on the second 10, this is where we have it. So I'm going to take 24 millimeters. Okay, so if from here to here is 16, so 16 from 24, that will give us 8. So what I need to do is that 8 by 2, that is 4. I will come to this point here. So I will take 4 millimeters to this side. Then I will take 4 millimeters to this side. That's how you can get it. So then I will draw a vertical line here. And I will also draw a vertical line here. Let me bring out what we have done so that you will see that this thing is simple. So let me bring it out with my black pen. Okay. So you can see that this thing is very, very simple. Very, very simple. Just follow the dimensions. That's all you need to do. You follow the dimensions and you reproduce it. Alright, so you can see it now. So apart from this hidden part, I'm going to put that there, though I'm still going to remove it, because by the time we follow the direction of the cutting plane, we are going to remove it. We are going to remove it. We are going to make it a solid line. So I will explain that when I want to put the arching lines on the solid part of the object. Alright, there is it. So as I said, this is the slider, which is the base of the two posts. We are bringing these two posts, we are placing it on it. We are placing this on it. So now, so let's place this thing, let's place it on this thing. Let's place it there. So as we have from here to here, from here to the center, from here to the center is 10, and from the center of this hole to this point is 20, from here to here is 20, everything is what? Is 50. So I'm going to take a measurement of 50 millimeters. So this is 50 millimeters. And after that, what is the height? From here to here is 10. From here to here is 20. From here to here is 10. That is 40. So I will take 10, 10. So this is 10. Then this is 20. And then this is 10. So making 40. So I'm going to draw horizontal lines. Okay, so now then I will draw a vertical line here. Here is it. Alright, so let's put, this is a hole where we are going to insert this T-bolt. This is a hole where we are going to insert this T-bolt. So let's produce it, but I will leave it as short dashes line, because when we put everything together, we are looking at it in this direction. This will be hidden from what? If it is in a solid form, if it is in asymmetric form, this thing will be hidden, this thing will be hidden. Likewise, this will be hidden from us. So I'm going to let's look at it. So for this hole here, the center from here to here is 10, and the center of this hole from here to here is 20. So I will come here, I will take 10 millimeters here, then I will take 20 millimeters. There is it, 20 millimeters, and I will produce the center lines. I will produce the center lines. So there is it. Then for this, I'll produce center line here. Alright, so the next is, now let me bring this shape, let me bring it out so that you can see what we have done. Okay, another thing that I need to do is that for this shape here, the distance from here to here is 16 millimeters. So let me bring it out. So I will take the measurement from here, 16 millimeters. So this is 16, and I will draw a vertical line. So this is vertical line. So let me bring out the shape so that you will see what we have done. Okay. All right, so you can see the object there. So now let's produce this hole. Let's produce this hole and this hole. So for us to get the distance from here to here, it will be on the T bolt. So here we have M12. It means that distance from here to here is 12 millimeters. That is, from here to here is 12 millimeters. It's 12 millimeters. So let's get it. So what we need to do is that we come to the center line. We take a measurement of 6 millimeters to the left side and 6 millimeters to the right side. There is it. Then I'm going to produce the short dashes line. So when I put the bolt, I'm going to remove this line. I'm going to remove this line when I put, by the time I insert the bolt in it, I'm going to remove this. I'll make it a solid line. Alright, so for the set screw, this is M8. Distance from here to here is 8 millimeters. So I'm going to, from the center here, I will take a measurement of 4 millimeters to this side and then 4 millimeters to this side, and I will draw the center lines. And then what is the length of this set screw? The length is 20 millimeters from here to here. From here to here is 20 millimeters. From here to here is 20 millimeters. So I will take a measurement of 20 millimeters down. So this is 20. And I will draw the horizontal line like this. So I can now draw the short dashes line. Okay, now so let's leave that for now. Now the next thing we are going to do is that let's bring in this T-bolt. Now for this T-bolt, if you look at the shape that we have produced here and the shape that we have produced here, they are the same as this shape that we have here, because from here to here is 24, which we have already done. From here to here is 24, and from here to here is 16 millimeters, which we have already done 16 millimeters from here to here. So this is 12. We have already done it. So what we just need to do is that now let's look at the height, the total height of this T-bolt. From here to here is 30. From here to here is 30, and from here to here is 25. So to this point is 25. So from here to here is 30. From here to here is 25. So 30 plus 25, that is 55. So we take a measurement of 55 from here. From this point, take measurement of 55. So 55. So this is 55 millimeters. Alright, so which means I just draw the horizontal line here like this, and then I will now draw. So I'm going to make this let me make it a short dashes line throughout first. Okay, then alright, so I want to produce this curve. So to produce this curve, so what I'm going to do is that I will just take a small distance. You don't have to worry yourself about that, just take a small distance. So take your French curve. So put it like this. You can see me. Just put it like this. And So draw the curve like this. Don't have to worry yourself to follow the standard. You have to do that, it's going to take time. So just do it like this. So now, so I've done it. So I've done the curve. So the next thing I'm going to do is that so we have what we have from here to here is 30. I'll take a measurement of 30 millimeters from here. So this is 30 millimeters. This is 30 millimeters. So I will draw horizontal line here like this. Then I'm going to make this line so I'm going to make this line, I'm going to make it thick. Then this line, so look at this line is a thick line. So I make this line, I make it thick. Okay, so this is it. So we are not done yet. So we are not done. We are not done. Okay, so for this thing that we have here, but let me put this knot first. This knot, let me put it first. So how can we do we put the knot? Okay, for the washer. So for this washer that we have here, so we have what we have for the washer. We have 26. So so this is 26 distance from here to here. Outside diameter, yeah, this outside diameter, this OD that they put here is outside diameter. It means outside diameter from here to here is 26, and then the thickness is 2 millimeters, as we have here 2 thick, so 2 millimeters thick. So let's put the washer first. So for the washer, 26 by 2, that is 13. So I will take a measurement of 13 millimeters to the right and 13 millimeters to the left. So this is 13 millimeters, and then from here I'll take another 13 millimeters. So this is 13 millimeters. Then I will draw a vertical line. So you draw a vertical line here, and then here I will also draw a vertical line. Then I will take a measurement of 2 millimeters. So this is 2 millimeters. Then I will draw the horizontal line here like this. So I have that. So let's bring out the washer. So that's the washer. So the next is we want to put this knot. We want to put it here. Now the thickness of the knot is 9 millimeters, and then we are told that distance across flat is 18 millimeters. Distance across flat is 18 millimeters. So how can we do that? So what we are going to do is this. So this is an hexagonal knot. Extend this center line. Extend this vertical center line, and then you draw your horizontal center line. So the next is, as we have that distance across flat is 18 millimeters, so divide 18 by 2, that is 9. So take a measurement of 9 millimeters with your compass, put it at this point. So just draw a semicircle. So we only need a semicircle. You don't need the whole circle. So we only need a semicircle. So draw a semicircle like this. Okay, so draw a semicircle. Then So after drawing the semicircle, we are going to produce an hexagon, but we only need 3 sides of the hexagon. So draw a horizontal line, then take your 60-degree set square. So you set it like this. The 60-degree side, set it like this. So draw this line. So draw this line, then turn it to this side. Turn it to this side, and you draw this. That's why I said I don't want to hide anything from you. So you need to understand this. So we have produced 3 sides of the hexagon. We have produced 3 sides of the hexagon. So the next thing we are going to do is that from this point, set your set square like this and draw a vertical line here. Then from this point, draw a vertical line. From here also, so draw a vertical line here, and from here draw a vertical line. So after you have drawn the vertical line, the thickness of this knot is 9 millimeters. From here to here is 9 millimeters. So take a measurement of 9 millimeters. From here, take a measurement of 9 millimeters. This is it. Then you draw a horizontal line. Draw a horizontal line from here. So looking at what we have here, so if you look at the knot, there is a curve here. There is a curve here. There is a curve here. So I'm going to use so if I'm to teach you the standard one, that's going to take time. So the standard method of getting the curve. So this is how I'm going to do it. Just take your French curve. So set at this point like this. This may not work. This may not work. So let me use this. I think this is still fair. So set it like this. I believe you can see it. So just set it, make sure it's equal. So draw the curve like this. So draw this curve. Then we also have a curve here. So do it like this. And then so you can use your hand to adjust it. Don't try to make it perfect. You can make it perfect, there's no problem. But make sure you are watching your time, because you are timed. I believe you know that. You have to spend 2 hours on this mechanical drawing. So with what I have done now, so you will see the knot now. So I will take this, and then so I will make this thick, and then I will make this thick. And there's something I need to remove from here. I need to remove this line. So the bolt is already there. So for this straight line that you have here, so just draw a straight line like this. Just draw a straight line like this on the curve. So I want to put this thing here. I want to put it there. So how is that going to look? So what you just need to do is that you take a measurement of 1 millimeter inward from the external part of the bolt, then 1 millimeter here also. Then draw a vertical line. So draw a vertical line like this, and then here also draw a vertical line like this. Alright, So the next thing we are going to do is that it's not everything that we are going to, because these bolts are this nut and the washer will cover part of it. So normally I'm supposed to have a straight line here. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to make it thick. First of all, there is a curve, so just come down a bit, draw this curve, then you draw this curve. So you can just use your hand to do that as I did it. Then so you draw a thick line from here to here. So, and then you draw a thick line from here to here. And then here we have this. And here we have this. Alright, so there is it. So it's already there. So we have put it there. So the next thing that we are going to put there is to put the set screw. We have to put the set screw there. Now for the set screw, so what we just need to do is we need to produce this hexagonal end. And then we are told that distance across corner is different from distance across flat. This distance across corner. So how can we produce that? So what you need to do here is that extend the center line. Extend the center line. So I'm going to do it here, and then so you draw the horizontal center line. So as we have here, that distance across corner is 12 millimeters. 12 by 2 will give us 6. So take a measurement of 6 millimeters on your ruler with your compass. Okay, then draw, let's make it a circle. So I will draw a circle of radius 6 millimeters, because we are told that distance across corner is 12. So 12 by 2 gives us 6. So that 6 is the radius of the circle. Now divide this circle into 6 equal parts. So put it at this point. You know how to construct an hexagon like this. So you don't know it, so the amount I've produced a video on that, so you can search for it and watch it. Alright, so I only need 3 parts here also. So you join this point together. Join these 2 points together like this, the straight line. Join them together with a straight line, and then join this point together, the straight line, and this point also. So you join them together, the straight line like this. Alright, so what we've done, so the next thing we are going to do is that, so from this point here, from this point, draw a vertical line like this. So from this point, here, draw a vertical line, and then so from this point draw a vertical line, and from this point draw a vertical line. Alright, so what is the thickness of the nut? It is 8 millimeters. So take a measurement of 8 millimeters. Take a measurement of 8 millimeters. This is 8 millimeters. So that's 8 millimeters. Then, so draw a horizontal line. Okay, I want to make sure I took 8 millimeters. Okay, yes. So that's 8 millimeters. So We also have some, so here we have what? We have a cuff, and a cuff. So I will use my French cuff to produce those cuffs. So just try. So you can use your hand to get that cuff perfect, there's no problem. And then for this one, okay, so the cuffs are there now, so I can make this thick, make this line thick, take this line and make this line, I'll make it thick. Okay, so the next is, so for the cell screw, so look at how it looks. So I'm going to bring out this shape here. So what I just need to do is that so I'll take a measurement of 1 millimeter inward, and here also 1 millimeter inward, and I will draw a vertical line. Here also I will draw a vertical line. Okay, then I will use my 45-degree set square, so set it like this. So from this point to this, and from this point also do something like this. So let me use my black pen at once. Okay, alright, so join this point together like this. So this is mechanical drawing. It takes time. Even building drawing also takes time. So you have to spend 2 hours in answering the 30 questions. That's how WAEC is going to give you. So because I'm explaining, I'm doing it at the same time, so it will take more time. Alright, the cell screw has been produced. So if you look at the question mentioned 2 cell screws. It mentioned 2 cell screws. So in the front elevation, whose section is to be produced, we are not going to see the 2 cell screws. We are going to see 1, because both of them, they are along the same line. You can see this. This is the plan. This is the plan for the 2 posts. So both of them are along the same line. So we see 1. So this is what we see. So this represents the 2 of them. It represents the 2 of them. So take note of that. All right. So we are almost done. So the next thing we want to do is to produce the sectional view, or the sectional front elevation of the assembly on cutting plane PP. That is what we want to do. Sectional front elevation of the assembly on cutting plane PP. So let's look at the cutting. This is the cutting plane. When the cutting plane goes like this, what we are going to get is this view. We have to produce this view, and also we place this on it. So with other things that we have put there already. So the next thing we are going to do is to put the arching lines. Now look at this line. Look at this line. I said this line represents this point. When the object is, this is the end elevation. Normally it will be here. So by the time we are looking at it, this will be turned. When we turn it, it will be here. So when we are looking at this direction, this part will be hidden from us. That's what we have here. So by the time we cut the object, this will be cut like this. It will be cut like this. So by the time we cut it, we are going to see this line. It will be a thick line. So we are going to make this line, we are going to make it thick. It will not be a hidden line again. Be a thick line, and we see it. So that's it. And then this surface will be plain. You can see that the cutting plane, I said we cut like this, so the cutting plane will not touch this part. This part will remain as it is. It will remain plain. So we are going to leave it plain like this. So this is the solid part. We are going to arch this solid part. Also, we are going to arch this solid part. This solid part, we are going to arch it. This line will not be there again. This line will not be there. So I'm going to remove this line now. I'm going to remove it. So I've removed that line. So the next thing is we are going to arch this surface with our 45-degree set square. So they are not going to be arched together at the same time because they are separate parts. So we are going to arch this first. So I'm doing it here. So I believe you know how to do it. So I've started. So I'm going to pause the video. So when I'm done, I will come to the next one. Alright, so we have done the arching. So this is arched in this direction because they are separate components. This has been arched in this direction. So you must not arch them in the same direction. That is completely wrong if they are two separate components. So what you just need to do is to work on it, and I believe that you get it. So thank you for watching.